gather together as the body for the purpose of worshiping the Lord, we are essentially preparing a mikdash, a sanctuary for his presence to dwell with us. Now I'm going to ask a hard question. Do you have reverence for God's Sabbath and his sanctuary as we're commanded to have? Do you reverence God's sanctuary? What do you do to prepare your heart for him to dwell with you? When we look at the tabernacle service and all that is involved there, we can see, again, meeting with God was not a light matter. It was a very serious thing. Yet so often I see believers treating the sanctuary, treating the dwelling place of God, treating his Sabbath as a light matter. They don't come to encounter God, if they even come at all. They don't come to encounter God's presence. I know many so-called Sabbath keepers. I'm not talking about the Christians who aren't convinced that they should keep the Sabbath. I'm talking about you. I know so many so-called Sabbath keepers who treat God's Sabbath with irreverence. They treat it like just any other day. They don't come to the Holy Convocation. They don't treat it as special. They don't prepare to invite the presence of God to dwell with them in their homes. Imagine if you were hosting a dinner for the President of the United States. And, I know that your feelings about Donald Trump may be good or bad, but put the person aside. Even if you don't like the guy, you have reverence for the position that he's in, or at least you should, because he's in an exalted position as President of the United States. So if the President of the United States was coming to your home and you were hosting a dinner for him, how would you behave? You would probably clean up the house. You would probably make a really nice dinner. You'd probably treat that occasion as a very special time. So if we would do that for the President of the United States, how much more should we do that for the infinite King of the universe who comes to dwell with us? Do you come expecting to encounter the presence of God? Do you come expecting to be convicted and transformed by his Spirit? Do you come to worship him, or is this just a country club? Because I have to be honest. If you don't come here to worship God, if you don't come here to prepare a mikdash, a place for his holy presence to dwell among us, I'd rather you stay home. We are to come here to meet with God. We are to reverence his sanctuary.